together to figure out what's next for Augusta Commissioner Sammy Sias. And after a year-long hiatus, the Peach Jam is back, but there's a problem. News Channel 6 at 5 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is Wjbf News Channel 6 at 5.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means. Thanks for joining us. Jenny is off today as coverage you can count on begins with positive tests at the Peach Jam. And many players at the annual event got those results. We talked to local health experts about the severity of the virus. Here's News Channel 6's Mary Calkins.
Several players at Nike's Peach Jam have tested positive for COVID, affecting at least 5 different teams.
That report comes from the New York Times, and so far no comment from event organizers, but the event has been closed to the public because of the pandemic.
COVID is contagious, more contagious when you have an indoor sport and people are yelling and screaming out.
However, each team has 30 guest passes for players' parents, and college and NBA scouts are welcome.
He's worked hard to get here, and so to see him out there competing with some of the top athletes in the country, it's a blessing.
But there are still concerns about indoor contact sports amid the pandemic. The COVID-19 vaccine is approved for high schoolers, and it's especially recommended for athletes.
If they're going to play, they should be vaccinated. And if they're not vaccinated, they've got to take all the necessary precautions.
This year, the girls' Nike National Tournament, usually held in Chicago, is being played concurrently with the Peach Jam.
It just shows like hard work really pays off and that you can really get here if you just really put in the work and the time and effort.
The Peach Jam is the longest standing and one of the most prestigious high school basketball tournaments in the nation. Many of these players have prepared their whole lives for an opportunity like this, and parents tell me they don't want it going to waste over contracting COVID.
He goes from the court to the truck, to the truck, to his room. We keep everything, we're from New Jersey, so we've been dealing with COVID at a high level for a long time.
So always have a mask on, make sure our mask is up, and to not be in just restaurants the whole time with the mask down, just make sure like I stay isolated.
Safety is always very, very important.
After more than a year of serious health concerns and a missed basketball season, parents and players say they're just grateful to be back.
It's a blessing to see the smiles on the kids' faces this week.
Absolutely. And what's been your best moment so far since you've been here?
Watching myself in games.
The Peach Jam and Girls Nike National Tournament both wrap up this weekend. In North Augusta, Mary Calkins, WJBF News Channel 6.
Augusta University Health, meanwhile, reinstating its mask policy. That comes after a surge in positive cases and hospitalizations from the Delta variant of the coronavirus. So, anybody entering AU or MCG has to wear a mask while they're inside. As of now, the visitation policy is not going to change, but they'll make adjustments if they need to.
Well, here we are together on our 99 to 103 is the heat index. And a little smoky, too. So we'll talk more about that with the haze in the air and look at the tropics, too, all in just a few minutes.
All right, Tim, thank you. A major announcement from the Richmond County Sheriff's Office today. Dozens of suspected gang members have been arrested. Governor Brian Kemp joined Sheriff Richard Roundtree for the news conference. News Channel 6's Chloe Salsameda has details.
Human trafficking, drug crimes, and acts of violence against law enforcement. Those are just some of the crimes the Richmond County Sheriff's Office says a white supremacy group committed. Dozens of those gang members are now off the streets, but investigators say their jobs aren't over just yet. For 2.5 years, the Richmond County Sheriff's Office has had its eye on the Ghostface Gangsters, a white supremacy group that formed in Georgia, spread to South Carolina and Tennessee, allegedly committing crimes as they grew. Now 56 of those suspected gang members are behind bars.
You can join these gangs and be part of this, and we are going to come after you. We will be relentless. We won't sleep. We'll work 7 days a week, and we'll chase you wherever you go.
21 suspects are still at large, but Sheriff Roundtree tells me he's confident they'll be located and arrested soon. In Augusta, Chloe Salsameda, WJBF News Channel 6.
The governor also involved in a matter with